Welcome to Friends at Gameology, hosted by MoonlightCrew.com.
Reviews for science.
In 7 minutes or less. Monstrous! Wait, we said reviews, but what we meant to say was previews!
Oh, yes. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I'll forgive you this once.
Thank you. Previews
Monstrous.
for science.
It is going to come out soon, and we are previewing it. So, in this game, you try to get the most faith, and faith are basically just points, but it's the thematic version of us being gods. I'm probably Hades, maybe Poseidon, I don't know. But we're gods, and we have monsters. Here's a griffin, we've got the Pegasus, and you take the monster and you throw it, and then it lands, if it lands on a monster or on a location, you can get points or enact special powers. It's just, it reminds me of Maximum Throwdown.
Very much so, in the mechanic of the game.
So as you go along, you'll score these points. At the end of the game, you get the amount of points minus the remainder of the cards you have on your tableau, the ones that you didn't throw or that were discarded or returned to your hand or whatnot. Simplicity versus complexity.
This game is simple. You throw a card, and you do what it says, and then your turn is over. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I mean, each monster has different text that it does, but still not complex. You just read it when this one is, and it has this fancy aid to help you with help know the order of things. So what triggers first, and that matters because certain monsters give you more points if it hits another monster, but certain other different monsters are traps, and so they stop you. They stop you from getting those points or whatever it is. So I think it's a pretty simple game.
It is simple, and I think it's a little simpler than Maximum Throwdown, which I just compared it to, but we've done that review. You can go watch it. Because you don't have to spend a lot of time during your turn trying to find out like all your icons.
You don't have to remember them.
Yeah, you don't have to recount it every time. Instead, it's just what you see is what you get when you throw it.
Right. Your other cards don't matter as much. Yeah.
Luck versus strategy.
Okay, there's luck because you have to be luck or skill maybe to throw the card and get it on the table, not only on the table, but on a location or a monster, right? But there's so much strategy because each location does something different or just scores a bunch of points, and each monster does something different, and you have an option of 3 in your hand, at least to start, and it could go up or down depending if you get multiple throws. So I think it's really strategic. We've played quite a few times, and every time has been nuts in what cards I decide to throw, when and where, onto what monster, onto what locations. I think it's really strategic.
This game is very strategic. I lost by 2 points earlier today. No, 1 point. It was 37-36. 1 point. 2 points would have made all the difference. And when I threw the giant, whose special power is when he hits a location, he gains that location's faith. So I hit the 4. I would have gained 4 plus the 4 I normally gain for just hitting it. But I threw it upside down. And it just says, when you hit a location, gain 1 faith. Where I would have, it worked out that I gained 6 points that turn, but I would have gained 8. Because I didn't pay attention and I threw wrong, I lost by a point that I would have won by a point. So, I mean, the strategy is here. What you do matters. Like, it's not, this is not just rolling the dice. Like, you are trying deliberately to hit exactly where you want to hit, and that's tough. Yes. But you also have a lot of choices to make, and they matter. So, very strategic.
Yeah.
Fun versus boring.
Go ahead.
This game is super fun. So, you've seen, if you've seen some of my other, some of her other reviews for dexterity games, you know that I hate them. I hate dexterity games for the most part, especially if they're speed-based. But like Maximum Throwdown, I really enjoy this type of game. I don't know what it is that where you get a card and I throw it on the table and I see if I hit something or not. Man, I love that. And so I'm playing this. This has awesome theme. The old gods, the Greek gods, the pantheon, and then these monsters, the Gorgon, the Harpy, the Hydra. So cool. Then if you're playing with a certain location, you get these legendary monsters, which involve Cerberus, Typhon, Chiron, and the Kraken. And
which does something crazy.
When you have the Kraken, everybody gets 2 cards, 2 tentacles, and they have to say, release the Kraken. And then you throw them, and whatever they hit gets discarded. That's insanity, and I just love it. It was so much fun when we played with the Kraken. It's been in a couple games, and it's awesome. I've enjoyed this game every time I played, and I plan to keep enjoying this game every time I play. Fun versus boring.
I think this game is super fun. I've enjoyed every single time. Like we talked about in the strategy is so subtle in so many different ways that I think it's so much fun. And there's so many different angles you can take it, and the chaos that can be created, especially with the Kraken, because these tentacles discard every monster that it hits, and again, monsters in your discard pile or deck at the end of the game count negatively against you. So I think it's super fun, and I just love the chaos with the strategy that you get. So I think it's really fun.
Board Game Geek rating, it's a 10 for me.
Yep.
I always want to play. I won't turn it down. It's quick, it's fun, and it scales well, 2 to 5 players. What's your
10?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. We are friends at Gameology, so if you're seeing us on Kickstarter, you should check us out on YouTube. Because whenever we hit multiples of 500 subscribers, we will give away a free glitter painting of your favorite superhero icon. And these are Ninja Turtles, so your favorite superhero icon, you could win. Only if you're a subscriber.
Subscribe now. It could be you that wins.
Monstrous. We presented the evidence.
You be the judge.